Okay, so I was actually able to find my campaign here for Build a Chicken Coop. As you can see here, it has a lot of stats, right? It's got almost the 250 clicks. It doesn't have any sales because I only spent 35 bucks, but it does have 3 engagements. These engagements are how many people clicked on the order form. So they were one step away from buying. They were very close to buying. And as we optimize this campaign, I'm confident we could have made it work, all right? I'm going to show you how to set it up so you can see engagements here so that you can at least see how many people clicked on your order form. I will show you how to do that. But let me just show you in this video first how you would go about optimizing it in Microsoft Ads, all that fun stuff. So in ClickMagick, once you see this data, right, ideally you see sales, but if you don't, you're going to click on this number here and you're going to see all this data. Okay, so this was a while ago. This was maybe 6 months ago? No, 4 months ago that I did this. And you're going to see, for example, here are your keywords, right? You're going to see the device, the country. So let's suppose that these were sales, right? You would look at the country. You would say, hey, this is United States. Hey, United States is getting most of the sales. So you would go back into your locations here in Microsoft Ads, and you would see your locations and see how many clicks you got for each of the locations. Because let's imagine, right, the sales came from US, or at least in this case, you can't optimize for sales, but you can optimize for at least order form views, okay? So you can at least optimize for that. So over here, you see that United States actually got the most clicks. You spent 28 Canadian bucks on the US, nothing much here. So I wouldn't necessarily reduce the bid for other countries, just because there's not enough data to say that US is the most profitable, just because we spend the most here. But what I would do is I would keep an eye on it. And for example, let's say you do get, $100 here, $100 spent here, 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 and here. And if this is still the case, if US is the only country that got you the sales, then I would either up my bid for US or I would decrease the bid for everything else. I would probably decrease the bid for everything else. I would go decrease by, let's say 30, for example, right? And I would decrease the bid for all these countries to 30. What you could also do is if you select this, you can set bid adjustment, and you could set bid reduced to 30, right? Now, I actually wouldn't do this, like I said, because this doesn't have enough traffic. Like this one, New Zealand, we paid 32 cents. Like we can't tell if it's profitable or not, okay? So what I would do is I would increase by 0 and I would hit save and it just kind of resets everything. So I'll give it a second to load. But that's the idea, okay? Now next, for example, you have device. This is all Windows, so that's all desktop. Windows 7, but it's desktop. So you go into devices and you see, okay, let's take a look. Smartphones, yeah. So a lot of the clicks actually came from smartphones and we didn't get any order form views from smartphones, okay? So this isn't really enough data to go by. We only spent 15 bucks and remember, we're making 20 bucks, right? So what I would do is I would probably let it run for a bit, but I would keep an eye on it because we see here that we spent $16 on computers and we got 3 order form views, right? So that's kind of the process. That's how you want to go about it. Now you can go into what else? Yeah, demographics, age and gender, you can't really tell. There is a way to make it work. It involves lots of ad duplication, but unless you're sending a lot of clicks daily, this doesn't really matter too much, okay? So don't worry about age and gender. Like I said, yeah, if you're sending maybe 100, 150 clicks a day, it's not too big of a difference. Ideally, you do this if you were getting like a lot more clicks. So for now, just gonna skip it. But I showed you how to do device, location. Also, you can go by time, right? Like over here, you see the time. So 9:26, I don't know what day it is. You would look at what day it is. And obviously, you're waiting for more data, right? You want more, like just 3 generally isn't enough. I'm just using it as an example. Over here, it says 4 p.m., 4 p.m. So we got 2 order page views at 4 p.m. So maybe you want to go here. You want to go into Add Schedule. And you want to click on Add Schedule. And you would set, you would say, hey, I want this only to run at 4 p.m. So you would say, depending on what day this is, you would say I only want it to run, let's say Tuesday, 4 p.m. we said, from 4 to, I don't know, from 4 to 9 p.m., for example, right? That's what you would do. You would hit save. And that's how you optimize. That's how you improve it. You see what times, what days, what locations, what devices generally respond the best, and then you do it here. Now, the next thing is, right, like over here, I don't remember if I set network or not, but in ClickMagick, you would see the network. Is it Bing only? Is it their partners only, or is it both? And you would go into the ad group settings. And then depending on what you see, you would change it. If you notice that you're getting all of your, for example, sales from only Microsoft ads, like only Bing ads, then you would go in here and add distribution, you would only select these, right? If you notice that all your sales are coming from search partners, you would only select this. That's the idea, okay? And that's how you would go about doing it. These are the main things. Age and gender, kind of not that big of a deal. Usually affiliate programs will tell you if it is. So if you go into demographics, you know, like this product, they're telling us that, you know, let's see here, 45 to 75 males generally perform best. And that's what we would do here, right? So we would reduce, for example, the bit. Sorry, this is for diabetes freedom, but you get the idea, right? Like, depending on the product. Chicken coop, like, you have no idea which like gender or age group. It could be anyone. There's no like specific age group maybe that's better at it. I don't know, maybe there is. But that's the idea. That's how you go about doing it. I might show you how to split them in different age groups and genders in one of these videos as well. But that's basically how you optimize, right? So device, location, time, day, all that stuff. And then of course keywords. Oops. If we go back into keywords and ClickMagick, you see like these are some of the keywords that I added. And then if you want to see the full thing, you go in here, you go into SubID stats, and then you can download this. Okay, looks like it's stuck. I don't know why. Mostly unique. Okay, so that's fine. So what you would do is you would download CSV report. And then over here you can tell, I don't remember which tokens I used, like did I use keyword or query string, but if you download Excel sheet, you can see here. Yeah, so I believe this is my keyword and these are my query strings, I think. And then that could be my ad group. And then here I have, yeah, this is my ad ID. Okay, and then if we extend it, no, that doesn't change, but this is the network, right? So syndicated, owned and operated, and you see where the clicks are coming from, and then you would see sales. Yeah, so to see the sales, you would just have to click on this number right here, and then you would see that over here. Okay, and then you can download CSV report for just these, and that's how you optimize that. And that's the idea. Yeah, so for keywords, you go through the list, you go down the list and you just see, go into search terms. I don't know why I'm misclicking so much. Go into search terms and just figure out and see what works, what doesn't, and then you go ahead and you add the negative keywords that don't work. And that's the idea, all right? In the next video, let me show you how you can set up this tracking so you can actually see engagements, because this is pretty useful information, and I will see you then.